Target activewear versus Old Navy activewear. Which between these two do you think is better? Let's find out in this video. What's up YouTube? As you may or may not know, I like implementing some level of science and data collecting into my product and clothing reviews. I'm always on the lookout to find out which products give you a competitive edge when it comes to fitness and exercise. And in this video, I want to compare Target and Old Navy's activewear and figure out which between these two help you perform and exercise better. Most times when you're thinking of activewear, you're probably thinking more about Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, and brands like that. But I'll tell you right now that you do not want to sleep on Target and Old Navy, and you'll find out why throughout this video. So I've basically been wearing both of these shirts over the past few months, especially in all of my exercises and workout routines. I spend a lot of time doing some running workouts, doing lifting, and just basic home exercise workouts in each of these shirts. And so this evaluation is based on about a month's time wear and tear for each of these shirts. So let's go ahead and compare these two shirts in terms of price, comfort, quality, and performance. And at the end of the video, you'll see which between these two shirts is superior to one another when it comes to performance and exercise. So with that being said, let's get into it. Let's do a quick overview of these shirts. Let's start with this Target shirt here. Target has their own activewear line and they're called All in Motion. This All in Motion shirt is a heather purple kind of colorway. Pretty much a uniform color throughout, but it does have a scoop hem at the bottom. In terms of materials, it is made of 86% recycled polyester and 14% spandex. You can definitely tell the 14% spandex in this shirt just having it in hand. It's really stretchy. Now in regards to the Old Navy shirt, this is an olive/sage colorway with a Go Dry technology. In terms of materials, this shirt is made of 74% polyester, 19% Lyocell, and 7% spandex. I'd be lying if I said I knew what Lyocell was, but from my brief research, Lyocell is apparently a really breathable material. So we'll find out how effective that is later in this video. Quickly going over price, I actually got both of these shirts for just about $18 each. The Old Navy shirt actually retails at $22, but I got it on sale of course for $18. $18 for an exercise shirt is actually a little more than I would like to pay for a workout shirt, but again, you'll see later in this video why that price might actually be justified. Let's quickly talk fit. Just for reference, I'm 5'8" and about 150 pounds, and I got both of these in a size medium, and they both fit me pretty well. This Target All in Motion shirt though does have the scoop hem at the bottom, which maybe adds a little more versatility when it comes to style and casual wear. This shirt actually comes off a little more like a casual wearing shirt as opposed to a strictly exercise workout shirt. It adds a little versatility and fashion component to this shirt. The downside of that though is that it does add a little more material and weight to the shirt. And that in itself can give you a little bit of a disadvantage when it comes to actual exercise and performance. As opposed to the Old Navy shirt, the bottom has a straight hem, but it does have some split sides. These split sides I'm thinking is supposed to help with maneuverability and flexibility. It does also help it come off a little more stylish in my opinion. Super small detail though. But yeah, big differences on the bottom hems of these two shirts. Alright, let's move on to the more important part of this video, and that is the performance evaluation. When it comes to my performance reviews, I like to implement as much science and data as I can to my reviews, and so let's get into some numbers that I've collected. Let's start with measuring the weight of the shirts. The Target shirt here weighs about 175 grams, or the equivalent metric of 6.17 ounces, whereas the Old Navy shirt weighs in at a lighter 160 grams, or 5.64 ounces. The Target shirt here is obviously heavier than the Old Navy shirt, and you can actually feel the difference when you have both of these in hand. The added weight on this Target shirt actually does likely put you at a competitive disadvantage than when it comes to wearing a lighter weight Old Navy shirt. That's the theory anyway, so I tried to test this theory by going on a run and testing myself with my running times. I just want to quickly reference the materials again. So as I mentioned earlier, the Target shirt has 14% spandex, whereas this Old Navy shirt only has 7%. Just getting a feel for it, to be honest, this 7% spandex was really all I needed to perform all my essential workouts. Again, just the standard everyday workouts that most normal people do. I felt like this 7% was really all I needed, and I didn't have any restrictions or range of motion limitations or anything like that. When it comes to the 14% spandex from Target, again, it really is stretchy, and I think this does help when it comes to sports such as grappling, wrestling, and flag football, contact sports where there's gonna be a lot of pulling involved, and if you don't wanna be concerned about your shirt ripping, I think this Target shirt would do really well with that. Otherwise, from just a practical and almost everyday normal, quote unquote, standpoint, I think again, the 7% is really all you need in terms of spandex, and the extra 7% of spandex could have possibly been allocated elsewhere with this Target shirt. Just my opinion. Speaking of which, remember earlier in the video I mentioned that the Old Navy shirt had 19% Lyocell fibers? That actually did help with the breathability, at least in my opinion, and this is a little bit subjective, but again, after working out in both of these shirts, I really felt more cool wearing the Old Navy shirt compared to the Target shirt. So after finishing a number of my runs or a number of my workouts, I just vaguely remember that this Target shirt did make me feel a little more sweaty and my back did feel a little more wet. In order for me to try to gauge the effectiveness of body temperature regulation, I took this on a little test. I basically ran in both of these shirts. Both of these I ran around the park around my house for an equal distance of 6 big laps, which equates to about a mile each at my maximum speed, where I try to do it as fast as I can. And from there, I measured the time, and then I measured my body temperature before and after that run. With the Target shirt, I finished the 6 laps in 8 minutes and 42 seconds, and my body temperature, at least based on the thermometer I used, pretty much stayed the same at 97.5 degrees Fahrenheit before and after that run. As for the Old Navy shirt, I finished my 6 laps in 8 minutes and 32 seconds. But for some reason, my thermometer read an increase from 97.5 degrees before to 97.8 degrees after. To be honest, I'm not exactly sure how accurate that thermometer reading was. Subjectively, I felt cooler running in the Old Navy shirt compared to the Target shirt. I'm not sure if that increase in temperature was just the fact that I was able to push myself harder or if it's just a flaw in reading, but either way, I'm not sure how to interpret those numbers exactly. One more thing I thought I'd mentioned is that when it came to the Target shirt, I actually had some feelings of static conduction in the shirt. You know that feeling when the shirt gets a lot of static and it starts sticking to your skin? Felt that more with the Target shirt than the Old Navy shirt. Fun fact, did you know that when you have dry skin, it attracts a positive charge, whereas polyester material attracts a negative charge? Take this time to evaluate your current activewear closet and collection. Are your shirts and your shorts made mostly of polyester? If so, are you also in a climate or environment where the weather is really dry and hot outside? If you combine those two together, it's not a great mix. Maybe consider putting on some lotion or something before wearing those kind of clothes in that weather, or maybe switch up your activewear. And hopefully knowing that, you can avoid that unpleasant static feeling on your body. So my overall impressions of these shirts, I was actually pleasantly surprised at how these shirts both felt and performed, at least for me. I'd say that these shirts even felt better than some of the Nike and Adidas shirts I've worn in my past. Now between Target and Old Navy, if I had to pick the superior shirt between the two, it would be the Old Navy shirt. This shirt's just more lightweight, it's more breathable, I performed better with my run in this shirt, and just the overall material composition of this shirt just felt better and it was just more practical for my physical fitness needs. In terms of the Target shirt, where it did better than the Old Navy shirt was the stylish component. I think it's a little more fashionable than the Old Navy shirt. And also the stretchiness of the 14% spandex is great. Again, if you're into specific sports that require a lot of contact and pulling, like grappling, wrestling, and flag football. So I would love to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments below. Have you guys tried wearing the Target or Old Navy activewear? And if so, what was your experience with them? Are there any other activewear brands that either compare with these or that you guys want me to put head to head against one another? Let me know in the comments below. If you made it this far into the video, consider subscribing to the channel for more content on fashion, sneakers, and science. While you're at it, be sure to check out my previous videos. Otherwise, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Peace.